All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 793. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who proudly signed the petition against Stellar Blade because he needs to see as many boobies as possible at all times. Wombat.
That's right. At all times.
Have you been following that controversy?
I have, unfortunately, been peripherally following that controversy. Peripherally.
So sad, man. I actually clicked through the petition just to see, because I thought it was a video. I saw there was videos associated with it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, they have video petitions now. So let me click, but it wasn't. The videos must have come from elsewhere. But anyway, it was very sad. And it's so sad. And putting your video with it is that's just saying never fuck me. Nobody fuck me ever. Like if that video is out there floating that you're upset, you're an adult and you're upset about a costume that a video game character is wearing.
It's about the censorship.
It's about the titties. They want to see the titties and the thigh.
It's the censorship.
Well,
they're censoring the art.
Principle. It's principle. If it starts with this, where does it end, Cheapy?
I mean, it probably
today it's Stellar Blade. Tomorrow, it's every game.
It's Shakespeare?
It's Shakespeare.
They should add some titties to Shakespeare. Some more titties. I think that could help.
Yep.
There's quite a few in there already.
I said more.
I mean, the original Shakespeare, there were no women.
That's
Every part was played by a man.
Well, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Man titties.
We all have the same parts there.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing my nipples for you audio listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Audio only listeners.
So you're playing the game?
I watched the video to see what it was, or I looked at some pictures of the costumes to see if they were how covered up they were.
They're not.
I mean, it's so dumb. I feel dumb even talking about it.
I know. I feel I know. The more we talk about it, the dumber we get. Is it in new releases?
Yes.
Okay, so we could touch on it then. How's that?
Sounds good.
I can't even bring myself to get outraged about the outrage, if you know what I'm saying.
I will say this though, at least they kept the price at $69.
Nice. Man, if you get really upset about a video game, the content of a video game, I mean, I can understand shady business practices that I can understand, but like a costume that a character is wearing, it's not.
Yeah, or if the game is a buggy mess and there's a game crashing something and you can't finish it and you're upset because you paid full price for something that doesn't work
and you sunk 80 hours into it. Now you can't. Yeah. Now you can't even.
I thought the being unable to finish was part of the complaint.
Hey, it's the rare shipwreck joke.
The rare.
Someone put it on the board.
Yeah, especially at a sex joke. That's a unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Stellar Blade brings it out of me.
Did you have a glass of wine tonight with dinner or two? Feeling frisky? Maybe you should download Stellar Blade.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the night is young.
Anything could happen.
Right. What's her age in that game? Have we established that?
I think that's part of the appeal, is that she can be whatever age you want.
Whatever age you want.
Yeah. It's not a real person.
Mm-hmm. There's a character creator, but you can only create a female character and set the age, and that's it.
Is that true? No,
of course that's not true.
No, I don't know. I can see these Japanese games.
Satire.
These Japanese games are low budget sometimes.
Is it Japanese?
I don't even know.
I thought it was. I don't know. I didn't think it was Japanese.
Oh, let's check. I'll check.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Developer. Shift Up Corporation. Korean. Sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
North or south?
Koreans, as I've learned from watching multiple series of reality television on Netflix, I've learned that Koreans are very conservative. And even when you watch those K-pop videos, they look like the girls are half naked at first glance. But when you actually watch it, it's very unsexy somehow. the girls are all like, it's like, I don't know. The outfits aren't as sexy as they appear to be at first glance, basically, or as revealing. And everything else seems pretty innocent too, for the most part, in those videos. So I'm not surprised that they are covering up these characters. It's just that's not the Korean way. Or maybe just
work for it.
Right. I mean, I only see that the CEO is Korean, so I don't know that they, I don't know if the whole company is Korean. That says it's Korean. Okay, we've confirmed it. Anyway, anything exciting going on in your lives?
Why? That feels like a loaded question.
I don't know.
I know. I just came back from the Make a Difference Awards at my kid's school, where both my kids won a Make a Difference Award.
They made a difference, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's the first. They do this every year, and my children have never won an award ever. So it was actually kind of exciting for them both to win in the same year. So to break the curse of them never winning, because it's like a big thing, I guess. I don't know.
What is Make a Difference? I don't know.
So you get nominated by your teacher, and there's only one student per grade per subject. So you get nominated by your teacher for the award for doing something special and or good. And if you do that, then you get
That's very general. I feel like that's the door's wide open on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah.
Can I win one?
The boy child won for music. And the girl child won for technology.
Technology? What'd she do?
Well, she does the TV studio production stuff, and she does the morning announcements.
Oh, taking after her dad. She sees the microphone in the living room every morning, and she says, "How can I get my father's love and attention?"
And by doing the morning announcements,
which you never see or hear.
I know they put them on the website.
What?
So we watch them.
Oh my god, their video.
Their video, yeah, it's video. Their video announcements. Didn't you see the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's that. It's essentially that, but instead of it being Andrew Rice, it's my daughter.
I thought that was just movie magic. That TV classrooms could have TVs in them.
Nope.
And they could broadcast live.
My chair, so my face isn't so bright. Oh, there we go. There are complaints in the chat. So I'm trying to.
That your face is too bright? You're blind.
That my face is too bright.
Because your monitor isn't in night mode. We went over this last week, Wombat.
It's not the monitor. It's
your face. Wombat, put your face in night mode.
Here, watch. If I do this, it'll get there. See, but now I can't see. Now I can't read the outline.
Why?
Because that's what causes it.
The outline? What's the outline in dark mode?
I tried that. It doesn't help. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's good. That's better. Right? Is that better?
Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at your face. Look, you really want to look at Wombat's face that clearly? There's a reason why we do this in 720p and not in full HD.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking for maximum detail here. We're doing you a favor.
I can make adjustments.
It's okay. Anything going on in your world, Chip?
Not too much.
Everything's cool.
Everything's good. Baseball season has started. So it's
we going to a lot of games.
Well, yeah, I've gone to Reds games, but my son his season started.
Oh,
is what I was referring to.
Is it T-ball or a regular?
No, he played T-ball, and then it was like coach pitch / T-ball, but there were no outs last year. And like every kid got the coach would throw them 7 or 8 pitches. And then if they didn't get a hit off of that, then it was time to bring the tee out, which is fine. It's recreational baseball. I'm fine with it, but it's painful to watch, right? Because every kid from each team bats every inning.
Right.
So he had another year of that ahead of him, and he was ready to move up. So
he plays that.
He
are those games 4 hours long? Those games.
Those type of games,
yeah.
No, because it's got a strict time limit.
Oh, perfect,
so
perfect.
It's just an hour and a half. But now his new ones are actually they still have a time limit on it, but they're 5 innings long, and so now the coaches pitch the first 2 innings, and then the kids pitch the last 3.
Interesting.
And so the first 2 innings, they go along at a pretty good pace. And then you get to the kid pitches, and then it could go either direction. Like
anything could happen.
Anything could happen at that point. Like you could just because it's the first game too. Like these kids have never pitched before.
Right.
So you've got kids that are swinging at everything. Like if it's anywhere close, right? Like by close, I mean in their general direction of home plate, in front of them. Yes. And so it's just, and then you have pitchers, and you're like, you feel bad because the kid's out there doing his best, but it's clear that he's just not strong enough to even be pitching.
Sure.
It's just going halfway to home plate.
Sure. Because one kid was born in January and another kid is born in November. It's a big difference. If they can reach the plate or not.
And it's rec baseball, right? I don't know. It was those last 3 innings. I'm sure it'll get better as we go along here, but the last 3 innings where the kids are pitching, and they have to learn how to pitch, right?
Can they do that at home on their own time? Not while the parents are watching. The parents show up for chorus and band. The parents show up at the they've skipped all the practices. They just see the final production.
Sure.
So you got to.
But Dash is really into baseball, so we're in the backyard every night, and he's pitching and hitting and everything. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'll say that.
Nice.
But it's also painful because you feel bad for the kids, and then invariably one kid gets hit in the face with a pitch, right? That's going to happen every game.
Right.
Is kid going to get hit in the face with a pitch. And
Delicious.
So, right. And then kids don't know how to react to it. So my son's because it was a batter on our team and the bases were loaded, and kid gets hit in the face, and Dash just starts cheering like crazy because we get to score a run and that kid gets to go to first base. got hit in the face. So
great outcome.
Right.
Very funny.
Yeah, the kid is the kid crying? Got hit in the face?
Of course. Right. The kid got hit in the face, and he was fine. It's all scary, right? But the pitches are coming in pretty slow for the most part.
Sure.
And
ball's heavy though.
The ball is heavy. Nobody would get in the face with a baseball.
No
matter how soft it is. But he was good. He stayed in the game. Nice. It was all good. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I don't know. It's going to be an eventful season. I can tell.
Yeah, you should invest in ice packs for the kids. I'm sure they're on standby.
They don't have the helmet, because they're just wearing the helmets with the ear flaps still,
but not the cage.
But not the cage, or at least the part that covers up their mouth a little bit.
The plastic jaw.
Maybe at the second half of the game, they should switch to those helmets once the kids start pitching.
Yeah, and then we drive by the softball field, of course, and all the softball girls have full headgear on, even in the field.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess it's just a rite of passage to get hit in the face with a baseball.
As a boy.
Not
a girl.
Yes.
Girls don't get that rite of passage.
They don't need it.
They get the helmets.
Not to do the boys, but
True. I almost want to tell you about the horrible experience I had getting my car fixed, but it's so annoying and it's not resolved yet. So I think do you
not have your car yet?
I have it. I picked it up today.
Okay.
But,
so were you able to get your family from the airport?
Yeah. Yes, but it was not fixed at that time. It was leaking. It was still leaking at that time. I just was like, fuck it. Let me leak over here for a little bit.
So you had to walk to the airport and bring them home on your back?
Nope, it was fine. I crossed my fingers and we went for it, and it was fine.
Nice. Good. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Did this make you consider that maybe it's the time to buy a Cybertruck?
I saw a Cybertruck going down my main street this week. Ooh, everything's flipping out. Everybody loves Cybertruck. And that thing is big. It is too big. When you see those, what do you call those pickup trucks that have the 2 sets of doors, the full body, full cab?
Full cab, yeah.
Right, those are ridiculous. When you see those, I understand you working in a fucking construction site, but when you see those parked at this Rite Aid it's like ridiculous. Like it takes up like more than a spot.
To be clear, a small percentage of those is working at a construction site.
Maybe where you are. I feel like on Long Island, people buy these pickup trucks because they just want to take up space.
Yeah, they buy the yes. And that's what Shipwreck was saying. Only a small percentage of those are used at construction sites.
Oh, is that what you said? Oh, sorry. I misheard you.
No, that's okay.
Correct. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
We're in agreement. Yeah, anyway, so like this thing just dwarfs that. It reminds me of, I mean, it looks like a commercial. It's the size of a commercial vehicle. Like the parking spots are not set up to accommodate Cybertruck.
Luckily for you,
they're all recalled.
They're all recalled because the accelerator pedal was glued on,
right,
and it was falling off.
Right.
Also, you can't take it to a car wash because if you do, it will void the warranty because water gets stuck inside and shorts out the circuit board.
I can't, the algorithm already knows that I'm going to read any like anti-Cybertruck, anti-Tesla, anti-Elon thing. So I feel like me even speaking on it is like redundant at this point.
Just adding to the things that your phone's queuing up right now.
Yeah, and when this goes on YouTube, it's just Google's going to know even more. But yeah, I do read all those articles. Even though I keep saying, don't show me these articles, but then I read them anyway. So it's like, the algorithm doesn't know what to do.
They know better than you.
But what the fuck, man? Like, it's a ridiculous vehicle. And it doesn't even work. And it's expensive. And they still didn't sell that many. Not a good company, I gotta say. They're not good cars, I also have to say.
What a bold stance.
No, not the Cybertruck. I mean the other Teslas.
Yes, what a bold stance.
And he lies about all the features of the car. That's how he sold so many. It's just a company based on lies. That's all. It's the next Enron. All right, what do we got in show feedback?
Sure. A-Train Express 0110 says, you guys all look great, but Wombat is looking slim and trim. And to that, I say thank you because, it's nice to get compliments.
Somebody in the chat also wrote the same thing. Worm Drink. He said, nice. Orange Theory is working. You look great, bro.
Yes, I didn't go last week because I was sick. But I did go on Monday, and I will probably go, and I hope to go on Friday. That's the current plan. I will not be able to go tomorrow, unfortunately.
Because it's your birthday.
That's actually not the reason, but yes, It is. Are you? Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your All Wombats Eve.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. That's good.
I'm waiting for the presents that Wombat brings us.
Yeah, don't forget to decorate. Yeah. I come up through the toilet.
It's good that you don't go to Orange Theory on your birthday because they make you do burpees. Does your studio make you do that?
I don't know. I know they do pictures, but
pictures is fine. I don't mind the pictures.
Yeah.
I think people complained. I haven't seen them do that in a while. Somebody must have complained about it.
I'm not sure Orange Theory needs to know your birthday.
They do know your birthday for sure.
They know your birthday. It's when you fill out the paperwork, you put in your birthday.
But they don't need to acknowledge that they know your birthday.
That's true.
Well, they don't say, oh, you're 50. They just like, oh, today's your birthday. Do 10 burpees in front of everybody at the end of class when you're already tired.
Yeah, I can't imagine them doing that.
Yeah, they used to.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, I think maybe they stopped after COVID.
That's fair.
I feel like people complain about a lot of things and then they stop.
That's usually how it works. So let's see. We're going to the next one.
Why not?
All right. Do we want to skip this one and go to the next one?
Why not?
Okay. T. Evans has to say, Helldivers 2 feels like it's taken up a lot of my time. Looking at daily orders and goals, I feel like I've enlisted in the army. Is this like a Fortnite effect? Also, need specifics on the $300 paddle. Are you still playing Helldivers, Chibi?
I am. Okay. I've racked up a fair amount of hours in that.
Nice.
But I would say, obviously he doesn't know. He doesn't play Fortnite because he's asking. There's not in Helldivers, there's like one order at a time. There's very little that you like have to do in terms of your chores, your game chores.
Yeah, your game chores.
There's as far as I can tell, there's only 2 at any given time. Like there's one major order that's going on. That's like the story. Like, oh, we have to stop the robots from building this super factory that's going to do whatever. And then it's like the other thing is like kill 40 of these things or use this gun to kill 100 of these things. And as far as I can tell, that's it. So I think Fortnite's got a lot more going on than that, right?
Oh yes, they have so many challenges at any given time.
You can't move without being on a quest.
Yeah, and
so, like you're just like, oh, I did nothing.
I reloaded.
Right, like yeah, they're literally is probably like I reloaded, and that's.
I think there was a quest this season where it was like deal X amount of damage without reloading. I think was a
well, that's a little different.
It's a little bit different,
slightly, but it involves reloading.
Not far off.
Yeah,
like it's literally like you're just like do damage to enemies.
Walk like, 5 steps.
Right, like no, there definitely is those. It's like walk around crouched for 100 feet.
Yep,
like that's 100. That is a standard one there.
Okay. That is yes,
or meters, whatever it is, whatever the unit of measure is in the Fortnite world.
Yeah,
right. So to answer this guy's question, T. Evans, I think one of the reasons that people like Helldivers 2 is that it doesn't do those things. Like it doesn't bombard you with chores. It's just like, here's the story. If you participate, you get the reward. And here's this other thing. If you accomplish this small goal, you get this reward. And that's it. There's no like studying or chores. But it's the same basic concept, I guess. Just not done in a gratuitous fashion.